I am Richarde of Swabia, Queen of the Franks and wife to Charles III, known as Charles the Fat. My story unfolds between the years 884 and 887, a time of turmoil, betrayal, and the fragile threads that held a kingdom together. It is a tale of duty, resilience, and heartbreak, a life lived not for oneself but for a realm teetering on the edge of chaos. In 884, I stood beside Charles as his queen, crowned and consecrated with the solemn weight of the Frankish crown. Charles was already emperor, a man who united lands from the North Sea to the Alps, yet his empire was fragile, beset by Viking raids and internal strife. My role was not just to share his throne but to support him, to act as a stabilizing force in a court rife with intrigue. Our marriage was one of alliance, not passion, yet I devoted myself to my husband and his cause. My lineage from the noble house of Swabia lent legitimacy to Charles's reign, and I worked tirelessly to foster unity among the fractious lords. I mediated disputes, soothed egos, and offered counsel when Charles was too ill or weary to rule effectively. I was not just a queen, I was a diplomat, an administrator, and, above all, a servant of the realm. But my life was not without trials. By 885, the Viking menace loomed larger than ever. Paris, the jewel of the Frankish crown, was under siege. While Charles sought to appease the invaders with gold, many whispered that he lacked the strength to protect his people. His health declined, and with it, the confidence of the nobles. I watched helplessly as the realm's cohesion began to unravel. I pleaded with Charles to take decisive action, but his indecision and the whispers of treachery at court shackled him. By 886, rumors began to spread, poisonous whispers questioning my loyalty and virtue. Some claimed that I had betrayed Charles, that I had taken lovers or conspired against him. These lies cut me deeply, for they attacked not only my honor but also the stability of the realm. I had always been faithful, not just to my husband but to the crown and the people we served. Yet the accusations grew louder, fueled by jealous courtiers and those who sought to weaken Charles's reign. In 887, the storm broke. Charles, beleaguered by illness and rebellion, was deposed by the Diet of Tribur. I stood by him as he was stripped of his power, my heart breaking not just for my husband but for the empire we had tried to hold together. The conspirators turned their attention to me, accusing me of adultery and treason. I was subjected to a trial by fire, a brutal ordeal to prove my innocence. By divine grace, I emerged unscathed, and my name was cleared, but the scars, both physical and emotional, remained. After Charles's death later that year, I withdrew to the monastery of Anlau, which I had founded years earlier. It became my sanctuary, a place where I could seek solace and dedicate myself to God. Though my life as queen had ended, I found peace in service and prayer. I spent my remaining years advocating for the poor, fostering learning, and preserving the legacy of a tumultuous era. My story is not one of triumph but of endurance. I was a queen who sought to serve her people and her God, a woman who bore the weight of a crumbling empire and the venom of false accusations. My name, tarnished by scandal in life, became a beacon of faith and resilience in death. I was canonized as a saint, not for the grandeur of my reign but for the steadfastness of my spirit. This is my legacy, not the crown or the throne, but the unyielding commitment to justice, faith, and the hope that even in the darkest of times, one can find light.